Hello, YouTube. DC here with my week 1 of ACL against AMP in the Belfast Blazikins. I don't know if it's Belfast or Belfast, but um, so as I said in my analysis video, he actually ended up second in the PRs, but was heavily considered first and was first for most of the PR guys' deliberation. Um, Honestly, I wasn't sure what I expected him to bring. Um, but I knew Zardex was coming. I figured Zapdos would be coming. And I figured P2 would be coming. Um, so for Porygon 2, I had Close Combat Infernape. Um, I also had Focus Blast on Thunderous Therian, I believe. I believe I had Focus Blast on Thunderous. But mainly just to make sure that Porygon 2 wouldn't be doing much. And just Focus Blast would also be good for the Kabalion and a Alolan Persian if he wanted to do a Z Parting Shot or Z Memento or something of that nature with the Alolan Persian. Which, let's be honest, is the whole reason why he's probably got it. And it's a Z-Mon, so. But for the most part, I didn't know what to expect him to bring. So I kind of prepped for anything and everything, which is what I normally try to do. I try to prep for pretty much anything at any given point. That way I'm not like prepping for Manaphy, Zapdos, Porygon 2, Nidoqueen, Zardex, Swallow. I think those are the 6 he actually brings. But say I'm focused on those 6 months. Those are the 6 months I think he's going to bring. So those are the 6 months I prep for. Well, then he brings Z Parting Shot, Persian, or he brings Decidueye, or he brings Gardevoir. Like, then what would my team do against that mon? I didn't prep for that mon. So I always try and prep for any given mon. I tend to prep a little more heavily, I guess you would say, towards the mons that I feel they would lean towards, like Zardex, Manaphy, Zapdos, Porygon 2. Like, I could almost guarantee those 4 mons were coming. So I try and prep a little bit more for those mons, but at the same time have coverage for any of his given mons. But he did take Armado from me. I was kind of salty about that. So I wanted to win. Also, I wanted to meme. So I knew I didn't have much for Porygon 2. Like, yeah, I had Infernape, and yeah, I had Focus Blast on Thundurus and Megazam. But, like, P2 is bulky. So, what if they can't break down that bulk? So, I decided Kern. Colonel Kern coming week 1. And I'm not gonna spoil what it does, but it is amazing. And let's just say Amp was a little salty. A little salty. Um, so before I start giving everything away, why don't we just go ahead and start the battle? Alright, so yeah, those were the 6 he brought. He brought Manaphy, Zapdos, Porygon 2, Zwellow, Zard X, and Nidoqueen. So I ended up bringing Sunkern, Infernape, a Alolan Sandslash for spin, my Beast Boost Mon, Megazam, and Thundurus. The main reason I brought Infernape, though, I'm not gonna lie, is for Fake Out. As I said before, Infernape made one of my picks better. Well, that pick was Sunkern. I wanted the Fake Out. And the reason why is because I didn't have much to deal with Porygon 2. I decided Sunkern, Focus Sash, 0 defenses, 0 HP, Focus Sash, Endeavor, with Infernape, Fake Out. So, send out Sunkern, it gets hit, Sash is guaranteed to pop if someone uses an attack. Like, it's pretty much guaranteed to pop. So, Endeavor that turn, Sash pops, they drop down to 1, they kill me, send out Infernape, and either that mon's dead or you're switching out. Because of Fake Out. And that is just a great combo. And you will see why. So let's hit play. So I led Sunkern and he led Zard X. He Dragon Dance, I Endeavored. So he saw I was Endeavor. He saw my Endeavor. He Dragon Claws me. I Endeavor, again, bringing him down to 1. He Dragon Claws me to kill me. So Colonel Kern did its job. Go out into Infernape, threatening the Fake Out. He switches out into Zapdos. Of course I faked out anyway, because there was no point not to. Then I switch out into my Beast Boost Mon, and he uses Substitute. So I Stone Edge, get rid of the Substitute, and hold up. So the only thought on my mind was kill Zapdos, get it out of the way, get it over. So I went ahead and used my Rockium Z Stone Edge to kill Zapdos. Well, sadly, he goes out into his 1 HP Zard X, which is a really good play on his part. But my Stone Edge, I don't know if Jabber Ball would have killed, but I feel like Stone Edge should have done more. So I go out into Infernape to try and kill the Manaphy with Fake Out, but he goes out into Zapdos. I knew he would go to Toxic because I've seen him do it. So I went out into my Alolan Sandslash and just went ahead and clicked Icicle Crash. I'm Assault Vested. Maybe he'll try Heat Waving me. Maybe I can live it a bit. And then, let's go back. Maybe I could try living it, and then, wait, did I go back or did I go for it? I think I went for it. Yeah, I went for it. So I was kind of hoping he would Heat Wave there. So I could Icicle Crash, and again, just get Zapdos off of here. Like, I did not want Zapdos here. He ended up going out into Manaphy and Z-surfing me, which did a really good amount, but being Assault Vested, I live it, and Um, being assault vested, I live it, and I'm able to kill the Manaphy. Now, the reason why I keep going back is because this next play is, in his eyes, the most controversial play of the game because it was his fault, but he felt like we should still redo it. Like, if he misclicked here, that would be one thing. But no, he meant to click the move he clicked. It is his fault. That's it. It's his fault. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. What he said was his calc messed up. I personally don't agree with calcing in the middle of a battle. I understand it's the norm, but in my eyes, I see it as cheating. I see it as like, oh, you've got a, I don't know, you've got a big math test, but you're not allowed to use a calculator on the test, okay? You go ahead and you use a calculator. That's cheating. You're not supposed to be using the calculator on the math test, and you are. Therefore, you're cheating. See, calcing to help with building, it's fine. That's before the game. But once you get into the actual match, I personally feel like there shouldn't be calcing. But obviously, I can't say everybody, but most league battlers calc. But then again, it's your fault if your calc doesn't come out right. So he calced, and he ended up clicking Boom Burst on my Alolan Sandslash. Why would he click Boom Burst when he has Heat Wave? I do not know. He said that his calc said the Boom Burst would kill. I'm assault vested. It's not going to kill. But he also said he didn't want to let Infernape in for free. I wasn't going to switch out. My Sandslash, it did its job. It's proved its point. I was just going to let the thing die. I was expecting Heat Wave. Sandslash is going to die. I'll go out into this mon and then do this. But no. He clicks Boom Burst and decides to let my Sandslash live. This is where he was getting salty. It's completely his fault, and he's like trying to blame the damage calculator for it. He's trying to basically do anything to redo the match. As I said, my personal opinion, my morals say calculating is wrong in a match, and I don't feel it should be done in the first place. But on top of that, it's your fault your calc wasn't entered right. Because its equations, its system, it's going to run smoothly. The only thing that would mess it up is if you input the wrong information. That's it. Which is what he had to have. He had to have put the wrong information. So, no, I'm not redoing it. Swallow dies, and we move on. So he goes out to Zapdos. Again, I'm like, Alolan Sandslash is dead, so I just clicked Icicle Crash. Just maybe he wants to try and predict a switch or something and go for Toxic. Then Zapdos gets hurt bad. But no, he just went ahead and killed it. So then I got into Thundee and just start Dark Pulsing. Um, my Thunderous is infamous for flinching. Don't know why, but my Thunderous just loves to flinch with Dark Balls. So I'm like, okay, go, Thundy. Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse this Zapdos till it dies. that was my plan. Dark Pulse Zapdos till it dies. Then he goes on to Porygon 2. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna keep Dark Pulsing. I'm toxic, so I mean, at this point, I really don't care enough to save Thunderous. So I decided to go out into Alakazam. I was hoping to get the special attack boost off of the download, but sadly I got the physical. So I Calm Mind up a few times because, I mean, my special defense isn't bad. It's 105, and then one Calm Mind on top of that, a P2 is not going to do much damage. So I figured I'd Calm Mind up a couple, kill the P2, and then kill the Zapdos. Luckily, I lived, Psyshocked, and the Toxic made me live on 1%. 1%. I lived on 1% with that Toxic. 1%. My goal there was heavy. Because if Zam went down, Nidoqueen beat Infernape. 1v1, Nidoqueen won. However, I lived on 1%. 1%. And as soon as I lived on 1%, I knew Psyshock would, I mean, I'm +2, Psyshock would kill. Easy. I probably don't even need the boosts for Psyshock to kill. So, he sends in his Nidoqueen, I Psyshock, I get the KO, and we get the win. So, week 1, Colonel Kern basically kills Zardex itself. Basically. So, Colonel Kern did its job. I wish it could have done it on the Porygon, but, I mean, Zardex is still a big threat, especially since it was setting up. So, it was a good thing to get it gone. But, all and I won 2-0 against the second team. So I was really happy with the results. But obviously Amp wasn't. Amp was really salty. Like really, really salty. He was doing everything he could to try to redo the match. But I won. I won fair and square. So, no, I'm not redoing the match because of your mess up. But it was a good win. It was nail biting. Colonel King got to do its job. And it was fun. Until Amp started getting salty. But it was in the middle of the game. It was a fun game. And that concludes week 1 of ACL against Amp. So, goodbye, YouTube.